Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today we're doing a night routine, basically what I do every single night. So let's get into it. First things first, we're gonna take off our makeup. Just clean your makeup. All right, guys. So when I'm doing my skincare, we will do Q&A about a few things. All right. Jump in the shower. doTERRA. All right, so we are back finally, and we're gonna use dimmer roll, but I'm gonna answer a few questions. So a few questions that I kept getting asked was, one, how to get over a breakup. Let's talk, because I feel like getting over a breakup is one of those things that, like, you personally have to be ready to get over. I remember when I was getting over my ex, it took me forever. Like, I was so hung up on this, like, mood that, like, I was always gonna get back with him, and it was always gonna be something that, like, we were doing together, like, we would always be together. And eventually, like, obviously that didn't happen. So let me shake this off. So I kind of had to just, like, force myself to move on, right? But then when I forced myself to move on and I, like, totally ghosted him, got off of that, then somebody came in my life, like, that had already been in my life forever and ever and ever. And that one person, like, did bring up my spirits, brought up my confidence. Like, even though people are like, don't rely on anybody else for your confidence, there's always that one person in your life who's always going to help you and boost your confidence levels up a lot more. And, like, even though I was confident, like, I still am, he definitely brought out, like, a lot more confidence in me. He's a twin flame, so if y'all don't know what that means, like, obviously he's going to be, like, your better half, although it's never going to be easy. There's always going to be something that's stopping you two from being together. So basically what I'm saying is, like, for me, it took for me to, like, forcefully get out of that, like, rut of, Reyna, you deserve better, you deserve this, you deserve that. Can I say I was hung up on him for a really, really long time when I shouldn't have been? Yeah. Can I say that I, like, wanted to, like, fix him per se? For sure. Yeah, for real. Like, I wanted to fix him because I was like, no, like, I went through so much pain, like, I should be the one to, like, fix him and all this other stuff, right? That's not how that works. You just have to be understanding of how powerful and how beautiful and awesome you are at the end of the day, because whether you think, like, this relationship is totally for me, yeah, that's what you may think, but it's also may not be God's plan for you, which is, like, basically my past relationship was exactly like that. It was like, I always thought, like, it was my, like, first real boyfriend. Like, we were always gonna get married and stuff was gonna happen, and obviously, like, that didn't happen, but that's also because there was a bigger and better plan, because I wouldn't have gone to law school, I wouldn't have done the things that I've done today, I wouldn't have done, like, amazing things, and I wouldn't have also found the person who just brought my confidence levels up and, like, really helped me heal from that. Like, it was insane. So to a point, breaking up and healing from a breakup is all up to you, and you don't really know a time. Like, it may be 6 months after the breakup, maybe 2 months, maybe 2 days. Like, you may be the type of person to be like, I'm out, peace out, I'm out. And some other people may not be like that. So it really just depends. It depends on the type of person you are. So don't get stuck and don't get overwhelmed when it's like not right away, when it's not 5 minutes after you break up. Just don't be in fear that that's not the right relationship for you, and don't be in fear that you'll never heal and you'll never move on, because I'm telling you right now, you will heal, you will move on, and you will be happy again. Trust me. You are a confident person. You are confident, you are beautiful, you are compassionate of life. So, another question that was asked was, when do you know is the right time to move on? Again, this is all up to you. When you are ready to start dating again, when you're ready to take those steps, you just have to know that it's for the right intentions, right? Because I know people who move on after relationships and it's for the wrong reasons. It's hurting other people in the path. It's also taking time. So like with my past relationship, right? My ex actually moved on while we were still talking and while we were still actually like trying to fix things, or per se, like whatever you want to call it. So he was already moved on and lied to me basically forever. And then on top of that, then that's when he was like, okay, well, like, just to let you know, like, there was another girl. And I'm like, you could have told me that months and months ago, but I guess you chose not to. So it's up to you. Like, I gradually moved on. I was very quiet about the way I moved on, because for me, it didn't feel like I was moving on. It just felt like I connected back with like my best friend, because again, he's a twin flame. So for me, it was like, oh, it's like my best friend. And then like we didn't end up, I don't know, we just have this connection that we're always like drawn back to each other. It never fails. Ever. Like ever. Never fails. We're drawn back to each other. So I think that moving on is definitely something that you have to be so confident about, that you're like, I'm just taking the plunge, I'm going for it, and it is what it is. There's not a perfect time. Like, I know what I'm telling you, and you may get judged for moving on like the next day or the next week, but you also have to understand there's a reason you're moving on. There's a reason that you have that judgment call to move on. So it doesn't make you a bad person. It really doesn't make you a bad person. So if that ex has something to say about your dating life, whatever you're doing, whatever you're moving on with, whoever you're moving on with, then there is an issue that lies within that person and not within you. The issue is that they're trying to control the situation because for some reason they messed up the situation. If you never knew that, then that's what it is. It really is when the ex is trying to tell you not to move on, not to do this, not to talk to this person, all these things. When they're trying to stop your connection with anybody within their realm, or you're trying to stop your connection with like just moving on in general and finding your happiness in a happy spot, then that's most likely because the connection within them is not really working as well. Those are the two questions I got asked. I am going to do a Q&A after this, so you can drop all your questions down below as well. So now we're just going to get on with my night routine, and we are going to journal. So let's get this on. Vitamins. And we spray the room with this first before we sit down. Alright, so I have two journals. So this one is my gratitude journal. I just write my gratitude in here. And then this one is my scripting journal. I am going to film a video on how to do both of these and how to separate them and the difference between them, stuff like that. So if you have any other questions about like journaling, manifesting, stuff like that, let me know so I can actually make a video on them. But enjoy.